behind this?
Supreme Kai of God, what is this place?
This is sometime under the sun's power. If Goku and Vegeta can no more save and fight it.
You think this time rift just formed naturally? What do you think?
Clearly it was few who opened this rift, and I who or what else could have caused this. Anyway, I proved that unbelievably strong. Maybe it's just what I can.
I don't know who the hell you are, but you seem like you can hold your own pretty well.
Well, I'm strong enough to fight this strong. I just wanted to see what they had now. Oh, why are we going to fix a timeline like this one?
I think changing history in the same way each and every time would be totally boring. That's why I mixed things up a bit this time. Boy, Broly might have the upper hand soon at this rate. Okay. Nice! I think there's some good data from this. Now, how can I even the plate? Check it out! There's a super powerful Saiyan here! I bet you guys want to fight him too, huh?
Where's this strong guy at, huh? Let me at him! You're talking about that person.
Sorry, but I've got oodles of energy to gather, so that's gonna be a joke. And changing history is totally worth it, in my opinion.
I feel like he's not changing history, though.
Things are finally starting to get kind of interesting. I'm not reaching the end as I was hoping. Guess I screwed up my calculations. Oh, this isn't very fun, now is it?
At this rate, we're gonna have to kick it into overdrive. Hell! Let's show this meathead what happens when we get serious. Really? Okay! Why don't I fill you punks in on what's what? You guys ain't the toughest Saiyans around. The toughest Saiyan in the multiverse is... right here! Hope you're hungry. I'm serving up lots of pain.
Now we're talking. Let's keep this fun train moving, shall we? Woo-hoo!
Here's an extra big one for you.
Whoa! That was insane! Look at that power!
This is awful. After we were so close to bringing stop to Broly's rampage.
Even though I was just hoping to snag some energy, I ended up netting some juicy data too! Now, here's a sample. What to do? Yeah! Go! Just let me get a little close to you, big guy. Pretty close! But you need to attack them over there! Okay, Okay, take it easy. Uh-oh. No, wait. I'm not your enemy!
Wait a second! You that part like they were only under control! Oh no! Now what the heck are we supposed to do?
I like to pour my soul into my research. That said, I'm not willing to sacrifice it. This guy ought to help out.
What is this place?
Wait, is anyone strong enough to help us with our current predicament at this end? Goku and Gogeta are both out of commission! We're in trouble now! You don't take a better fix the stress you face! You need to help Jiren do something about our broken puzzle!
Over here!
Would run out like that. Wait, hey, is that you, Jiren? What are you doing here?
I don't know, but save it. Here he comes.
Yeah, you're not kidding.
Where are you going? Why will you not fight me?
Oh, man. Oh, lame. Oh, I'm stronger here. I can't release my full power.
And all of Universe 7, allow me to return the favor you paid me at the Tournament of Power. You will fight me, beast! I acknowledge the raw strength you possess, but your power lacks justice. I will not lose to one who has lost all sense of reason.
Looks like my calculations were off by just a smidgen or so. But this alone will net me some serious energy. All's well that ends well, or so they say. Okay. With this amount of energy.